Welcome, everybody. In this comprehensive video, we delve deep into the life and philosophy of Diogenes of Cynic, one of the most remarkable figures in the history of philosophy. A renowned Cynic philosopher, Diogenes challenged societal norms, embraced simplicity, and lived a life of defiance. Join us as we explore the legacy of this extraordinary thinker and how his unique perspective can still inspire us today. Diogenes of Cynic, also known as Diogenes the Cynic, was born in ancient Greece around 412 or 404 BCE. Born in Cynipe, a Greek colony on the Black Sea, Diogenes later moved to Athens, where he encountered the teachings of Antisthenes, the founder of the Cynic school of philosophy. The Cynics believed in living in accordance with nature, and rejecting the trappings of conventional society. Diogenes embodied the essence of the Cynic philosophy, leading a life of simplicity and rejecting material possessions, societal norms, and the pursuit of fame or fortune. Diogenes believed that true happiness and fulfillment could be attained through the cultivation of inner virtues. He emphasized living authentically and aligning one's actions with inner values. For Diogenes, virtue, arete, was the highest good, and he sought to embody virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. He believed that by cultivating these virtues, individuals could attain a state of eudaimonia, a profound sense of well-being and flourishing that transcended material wealth and external circumstances. Diogenes' emphasis on virtue and authenticity is vividly illustrated in his search for an honest man. Carrying a lantern during the day, he roamed the crowded streets of Athens, declaring that he was searching for an honest man. This symbolic act was intended to highlight the rarity of true virtue, and the difficulties he faced in finding individuals who genuinely embodied moral excellence. By challenging people to live up to their professed principles and values, Diogenes encouraged self-reflection and personal accountability. His bold actions were intended to expose the superficiality and hypocrisy of the society he lived in, urging people to reassess their values and embrace individual freedom. Rejecting the pursuit of material possessions and societal norms, Diogenes challenged others to question their own values and live with integrity, free from the influence of social pressures and material desires. Diogenes' defiance of social norms and authority figures was evident in his eccentric behavior. His fearless approach to challenging authority is exemplified in his encounter with the famed philosopher, Plato. When Diogenes visited Plato's academy, he unceremoniously trampled on Plato's prized carpet, declaring that he was trampling on Plato's vainglory. This act symbolized his disdain for the pomp and pretentiousness of the philosophical elite, and served as a reminder of the importance of humility and authenticity in philosophical inquiry. Diogenes lived a life of simplicity and poverty, deliberately rejecting material possessions and the pursuit of luxury. He believed that materialism was a distraction that prevented individuals from finding true contentment and inner peace. One of the most iconic images associated with Diogenes is his choice to live in a large ceramic jar, or a pithos, near the Temple of Cybele in Athens. When asked why he chose to live in such a small and humble dwelling, Diogenes replied, "With a bit of seasoning, it will be a palace." His decision to live in such a minimalist and austere manner symbolized his rejection of material possessions, and his emphasis on the primacy of inner virtues over external comforts. Diogenes engaged in philosophical dialogues with people from all walks of life. His thought-provoking questions and humorous wit challenged conventional thinking and encouraged self-examination. Another memorable anecdote involves Diogenes' encounter with Alexander the Great. When Alexander, impressed by Diogenes' reputation, visited him, he asked if there was anything he could do for the philosopher. In response, Diogenes famously asked Alexander to move aside, as he was blocking the sunlight. This seemingly trivial request carried a deeper philosophical message, showcasing Diogenes' indifference to social hierarchy and authority. Alexander, impressed by Diogenes' boldness, remarked that if he were not Alexander, he would wish to be Diogenes. Through these interactions, Diogenes exemplified the practical applications of philosophy, and the importance of living one's philosophy rather than merely discussing abstract ideas. Diogenes' legacy continues to resonate in modern times. His philosophy has inspired generations of thinkers and seekers, challenging us to question societal norms, embrace simplicity, and prioritize inner virtues. The rejection of materialism, emphasis on authenticity, and defiance of authority are enduring messages that still hold relevance today. Diogenes' influence on Alexander the Great did not end with their encounter. The famed conqueror reportedly said that if he were not Alexander, he would wish to be Diogenes, recognizing the profound impact of Diogenes' philosophy on his own life and ambitions. Alexander's admiration for the Cynic philosopher reflects the timeless appeal of Diogenes' teachings, which transcend boundaries of time and culture. In conclusion, Diogenes of Cynic, the Cynic philosopher, left an indelible mark on the history of philosophy. His life and teachings serve as a timeless reminder of the pursuit of truth, self-awareness, and a meaningful existence. By living through the eyes of a cynic, we can learn valuable lessons about the importance of virtue, the rejection of materialism, and the courage to challenge societal norms. May the legacy of Diogenes continue to inspire us on our own philosophical journeys. Thank you for joining us on this comprehensive exploration of Diogenes and cynicism. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Remember to question, seek, and embrace the pursuit of truth and authenticity in your own life. Stay curious, and may the wisdom of Diogenes guide you on your philosophical path. Until next time, keep seeking the truth, and live life with the courage and integrity of a true cynic.